We are in lesson 450. This lesson I will dictate words that contain the second sound for G and also teams GE and DGE. First, let's talk about when G represents its second sound. When G is followed by the letters E, I, or Y, it will usually represent its second sound. Unlike when the letter C is followed by the letters E, I, or Y, there are a number of exceptions to this rule with the letter G. Use a double underline to indicate when G is not part of a team yet represents its second sound. And we have three samples illustrating this point: stage, gent, and huge. The letter team GE is a consonant team when the letter E's sole purpose in following the G is to enable the G to represent its second sound. The E which follows the G in this instance is silent, and we have four examples of the GE team at the end of the words: plunge, charge, forge, and strange. So GE as a team represents the sound J, which is the J sound. And finally, letter combination DGE is a team when it occurs at the end of a syllable. The consonant team DGE must have a short vowel directly before it in a word. English words do not end in the letter J. Use the letter team DGE to represent the sound J when the J sound, which is the J sound, follows directly after a short sound of a vowel. Use the letters G and E to represent the sound J when the J sound follows directly after any vowel sound other than a short vowel sound. And here are some examples. In the words edge, judge, ridge, we use DGE to represent the sound J, because in all three of those words we have a short vowel directly in front of the DGE team. However, in wage and barge, we do not have a short vowel directly in front of the sound J, so there we use GE instead of DGE. I'm going to dictate 7 rows of words, beginning with row 1. Ranger, ranger. The ranger came over to check our papers. Ranger. Rain, 3 sounds: R, A, N. Jur, 2 sounds: J, Ranger. Now the first thing we do to mark a word is look for teams, and we underline teams. If a letter or letter team represents its second sound, we double underline that letter or letter team, and we underline any silent E's in the word. In this word, G is representing its second sound, so we double underline it. ER is a vowel team. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. 2 vowel sounds. So we have a 2-syllable word, so we divide the word into syllables now. Syllable rule 2 is in effect because we have 2 consonants between our vowels. Finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowels. Now, interestingly enough, the A has a 1 underlined under it. That means there's an exception occurring to vowel group 1, meaning that instead of the A representing the short sound, it's representing the long sound. And of course, our ER team is a vowel group 5 team. Huge, huge. There was a huge crowd to watch the game. Huge. 3 sounds: H, U, J. Huge. Now the first thing we do to mark the word, we look for teams, double underline letters representing their second sounds. If we have a silent E in the word, we underline the silent E. Now in this word, we have G representing its second sound, and we have a silent E, so we underline the E. Next, identify the vowel sounds in the word. We only have 1 vowel sound in this word, so this is a 1-syllable word. We don't have to worry about dividing it into syllables. So the last step here is to associate a vowel group number with the vowel U. And this is vowel group 3. The E at the end of this word, the silent E, is causing the U to represent its long sound. The next word is diverge. Diverge. They diverge in their opinions. Diverge. Die has two sounds. D, I. Verge, three sounds. V, j. Diverge. Now, the first thing we do is look for teams. If a letter represents its second sound, double underline that letter, or letter team for that matter. Identify a silent E if there is one in the word by underlining it. Now, we do not have a silent E in this word, because to have a silent E, the E must stand alone. But E is not standing alone here. GE is the team. And the reason GE is a team is because the E's only purpose in this word is to follow the G so that G will represent its second sound. Now that we've identified our teams, let's identify our vowel sounds. We have two vowel sounds here, and we have one consonant between our vowel sounds. So, syllable rule 1 is in effect. We divide after the vowel and before the consonant. And finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. And the word again is diverge. Dodge, dodge. He tried to dodge the ball. Dodge. Three sounds. D, A, J. Dodge. Now at this point, I'm going to ask you to pause the video, mark the word completely using the steps I've just outlined in the first three words. And once you've completed marking the word, advance the video screen to see if you've marked the word correctly. And this word is marked in this manner, dodge. Remember, DGE is a three-letter team representing the sound J. And you must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use DGE. And of course we do in this word. Row 2, outrage. Outrage. There was great outrage over the event. Outrage. Out has two sounds. Ow, t. Rage, three sounds. R, A, J. Outrage. Pause the video, mark the word. When you're finished marking the word, advance the video screen. Outrage. Now in this word, we do have an E by itself at the end of the word, and it's doing two things. It's causing the A to represent its long sound according to vowel group 3, and G is representing its second sound because when G is followed by the letters E, I, or Y, it will oftentimes make its second sound. Ledge. Ledge. He walked carefully out to the ledge. Ledge. Three sounds. Ul, e, j. Ledge. Mark the word. Ledge. Remember, DGE is a three-letter team representing the J sound, J. It must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use it. Gender. Gender. The form asked the individuals to identify their gender. Gen, three sounds. J, e, n. Der, two sounds. D, Gender. Mark the word. Gender. Plunge. Plunge. He did plunge into the water. Plunge. Five sounds. P, ul, n, j. Plunge. Mark the word. Plunge. Now here we do not use DGE at the end of the word because we don't have a short vowel directly in front of it. We can't use DGE unless there's a short vowel directly in front of it. Row 3, submerge. Submerge. The submarine began to submerge in the water. Sub, three sounds. S, b. Merge, three sounds. J. Submerge. Mark the word. Submerge. Gouge. Gouge. He was trying to gouge the customers. Gouge. Gouge has three sounds. G, ow, j. Gouge. Mark the word. Gouge. College. College. I want to go to college. College. Col, three sounds. K, a, ul. Ledge, Three sounds. Ul, e, j. College. Mark the word. College. Sledge. Sledge. He hit the wall with a sledgehammer. Sledge. Four sounds. S, ul, e, j. Sledge. Mark the word. Sledge. Row 4. Smudge. Smudge. I got a smudge of food on my shirt. Smudge. Four sounds. S, m, j. Smudge. Mark the word. Smudge. Barge. Barge. The barge went down the river. Barge. Three sounds. B, r, j. Barge. Mark the word. Barge. Cringe. Cringe. I cringe when I hear that song. Cringe. Five sounds. K, r, I, n, j. Cringe. Mark the word. Cringe. Ginger. Ginger. I like a little ginger in my milkshake. Ginger. Gin. Three sounds. J, I, n. Jur. Two sounds. J, Ginger. Mark the word. Ginger. Row 5. Engage. Engage. He will engage the other team immediately. Engage. N. Two sounds. E, n. Gauge. Three sounds. G, a, j. Engage. Mark the word. Engage. Now, why is GE not a team at the end of this word? Because E has two jobs. It's causing the A to represent its long sound, and it's causing the G to represent its second sound. GE is only a team when the E's only job or function is to cause the G to represent its second sound. Discharge. Discharge. You must discharge your duties. Discharge. Dis, three sounds. D, I, s. Charge. Three sounds. Ch, r, j. Discharge. Mark the word. Discharge. Pledge. Pledge. I pledge allegiance. Pledge. Four sounds. P, ul, e, j. Pledge. Mark the word. Pledge. Range. Range. You are way out of your range. Range. Four sounds. R, a, n, j. Range. Mark the word. Range. Now here the E is causing the A to represent its long sound, and there are two consonants between the vowel and the silent E. Row 6. Ingest. Ingest. He did ingest the medicine. Ingest. In has two sounds. I, n. Jest. Four sounds. J, e, s, t. Ingest. Mark the word. Ingest. Ridge. Ridge. Let's walk to the top of the ridge. Ridge. Three sounds. R, I, j. Ridge. Mark the word. Ridge. Merge. Merge. The two companies will merge. Merge. Three sounds. J. Merge. Mark the word. Merge. Angel. Angel. He was an angel to the family. Angel. Ain. Two sounds. A, n. Gel. Three sounds. J, e, ul. Angel. Mark the word. Angel. In the first syllable, we have A followed by a consonant. That's vowel group 1. But vowel group 1 says the vowel will be short, and in this word the A is long, so we underline the 1 under the A. Our final row 7, lodge. Lodge. We went to the mountain lodge for a vacation. Lodge. 3 sounds. L, A, J. Lodge. Mark the word. Lodge. Hinge. Hinge. I need to repair the hinge on the door. Hinge. 4 sounds. H, I, N, J. Hinge. Mark the word. Hinge. Aging. Aging. We all are aging all the time. Aging. The first syllable is 1 sound, A. Jing. 3 sounds. J, I, Ng. Aging. Mark the word. Aging. The final word is twinge. Twinge. I felt a twinge of disappointment. Twinge. 5 sounds. T, W, I, N, J. Twinge. Mark the word. Twinge. And this completes the dictation of words in lesson 450.